People don't call me crazy for no reason. Vixen, mommy is tired. This has been a very long day. I know you like, yeah, girl, but my food. So, y'all, I'm not trying to do anything like anybody else. So, this is just something I'm doing. Maybe somebody else has done this. I don't know. I'm not trying to say I'm creating that thing or whatever. I'm just doing something. This is just what I want to do. Give me 1 second, girl. She really thinks she run me. This is a story time, but I'm doing it my way. So I'm making it very informal. It is 10:30. I just got home. I'm about to do this video. Gotta feed her. Didn't even take my pills today. Whew. So, my name is Arailyus. If you have never seen one of my videos, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am so happy to have you here. I pretty much, for the most part, I make lifestyle content, fashion content, and it's all like from a mental health perspective. But to be honest, I just post about what's going on in my life. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. Like, I'm doing my own thing. Like, that's all I can do. But I just record what's going on in my life. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I live with multiple mental disorders. It's right here, girl. I'm almost done. I have bipolar 2, BPD, borderline personality disorder. Anxiety, depression, ADHD, fucking OCD. Yeah, it's so much going on inside this head. Like, it's crazy. It's so much. And that's one of the reasons why I make YouTube videos, because I feel like people need to see this side of mental illness or mental health, however you want to categorize it. There you go, Becky. All right, girl. However you want to categorize it. Oh, yeah. I got to have something sweet. Strawberry pies. So, yeah, I live with all kind of mental disorders. So, my content, I ain't gonna lie, it be all over the place. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. One day I'm posting about this. Next day I'm posting about this. And, if you know anything about mental illness, mental health, and all that or whatever, then you will probably get it. But to the people that are not really familiar with mental health, y'all might be like, why, she keeps jumping from topic to topic, and she's here, she's there. If you don't know anything about mental illness, put on your seatbelt, honey. But no. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I have videos specifically on my channel about other mental disorders, so I'm not going to go into detail. I don't want to make this video too long. However, I made a shorter version of this video earlier, and I realized I left stuff out. Like, I was just really, really pissed when it happened, and I just made a video and, you know, just got it out, and I felt so much better. But when I start thinking about what I was saying, I was like, dang, I forgot to say that. I forgot to say that. I didn't say that. I didn't clarify that. I left a lot of stuff out of the story. So if you saw the live on my Facebook, that's the condensed version of it. So I said I would wait until I get home, calm my mind, smoke. I don't really drink. I smoke. See my little baby girl. And yeah. Whew. How's that for an introduction? Okay, so let's get into this story time. So there's this guy. And he is much younger than me. He's the youngest guy I ever dated. I've known him for about 4 years now. You know, we never dated, but we dated, if you get what I'm saying. So, we would see each other, sometime or whatever. You know, of course, when I actually lived in Atlanta, we saw each other more often, but since I've been out here, we don't really see each other that much. But anyway, I happen to be in Atlanta today, you know, whatever. But let me back up a little bit. So, like I said, we never dated, but we dated. Y'all know. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. People have different labels, definitions for things, like whatever. We was fucking. We'll put it like that. I don't know if I could say that, but hey, whatever. So, the thing about him, I'm the type of person, when I meet you, right, no matter what the situation is, especially if it's a guy, this is specifically for guys, I tell you, I'm a communicator. I tell you that. That's my number one, that's my number one must-have with a guy that I talk to. You got to communicate. You got to communicate, right? You got to communicate with me. I'm not saying, you know, I'm stuck in my ways, but at the same time, maybe I am. But at the same time, I like what I like. I want what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel bad for that. You know, so pretty much that's all I was asking him for was communication. Because I felt like sex, that was, what's the word? That was for both of us. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So the only thing that I was asking you for that you had, look at me with this hair, is child. That's my ADHD, y'all. The only thing I was asking you for was communication, you know? And even when we were like setting up, you know, us to meet today, like, if I text you, right, and I'm not asking you for anything else, if I'm not asking you for money, I'm not asking you for conversation, I'm not asking you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? All I want is communication. You know what I'm saying? So, if I text you, I want you to text me back. That's all I ask. So if I text you at 12 o'clock, and now don't get me wrong. I know shit happened. Majority of us, I feel like 90% of us have our phones like this majority of the day. However, I'm going to just say, if I text you at 12 o'clock, and it takes you till 7 o'clock to text me back. Like I said, yeah, things may happen throughout the day, but during those 7 hours, you're on Instagram. But you ain't texting back. But, you know, I said, okay, don't be so hard. Don't be so hard on him, you know. This is me trying to compromise, you know. Don't be so hard on him, you know, whatever. It's only Wednesday or whatever. You're not going there till Saturday. Oh, cool, whatever. So, you know, I kind of let it go, whatever. Fast forward to the day or whatever. So, when I got done doing what I was doing, I called him and, you know, I was like, where are you? You know, I can come and meet you or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, I didn't know what time you were going to call or whatever, so I'm on my way to the mall. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. No, he was like, I'm finna go to the mall. I said, okay, cool. I can come to your house and ride with you. And he was like, he said, nah, I already left. He was like, you know, I'm almost there. And he was like, I'll probably be at the mall for maybe an hour and a half, you know, whatever. Yeah, I'm seeing this completely different in my head while I'm talking. You know, that's why sometimes it makes sense to slow down and think things through, because now I'm seeing this shit completely different. So he was like, you know, I'm almost there, you know. And he was like, I'll be at the mall for like maybe an hour and a half. And I was like, well, I ain't got nothing to do for an hour and a half, you know, so I'll just come to where you are, right? And he was like, okay, you know, okay, cool. And so he sent me the address to the mall. Now, from the time he gave me the address, it told me it was going to take me a good 30 minutes to get there, right? If you telling me you're almost there, why wouldn't it take me 30 minutes to get there? You still ain't there. So now I'm sitting, I get to the mall, you know, and I'm like, you know, and in my mind, y'all, in my mind, I feel the anger. I feel the anger. It's coming. Because one thing, I can't stand when somebody lie to me. When I tell y'all, it do something to me. And when people try to get over on me, that shit, it really do something to me. But I was like, you know, I say I'm here, you know. And I was like, I'm gonna at least let him know how I feel. So I was like, you know, he'll be here in a minute, so I can at least tell him how I feel. You know, whatever, right? So I'm sitting there. He told me to meet him at the food court, right? I'd never been to this mall, so I finally found the food court. I get to the food court. Where I'm sitting now, you can see anybody that walk in, walk out, right? I'm sitting right there. Tell me why, when we finally found each other, he was coming from the other direction. But he told me he was coming in through the food court. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, Arailyus, here we go. So when I finally, you know, we walk up to each other or whatever, and I was like, you know, I thought you was coming in through the food court. Let me tell y'all what he said to me. I already came in. I went to the bathroom, and I was looking for you. That's what he said, right? I said, you couldn't have been looking for me because I was sitting right there. you know, and you couldn't have walked in because I literally saw everybody that walked in and out, right? So I'm sitting there and y'all, I'm telling you, in my mind, I'm getting more and more upset, more and more upset, right? I'm like, damn, this nigga is really, really, really trying me, right? But I was like, I'm going to just see where this story go, right? So he was like, okay, I'm finna get something to eat, right? So he got something to eat. We sat down. And we got to the mall, I want to say about 7, something like that. He was like, the mall was closed. He was like, yeah, it's time to go because the mall is closed. I said, well, what did you come to the mall for then? You know, like you drove all the way here just to get food? Because that's all he did. He said, no, I came to get set for me and my son. I said, where is it? He said, I didn't find it. I didn't see nothing. But you just got here. I said, you know what? At this point, you know, I was just like, okay, Rich, just get what you came to get, you know, or whatever. And I'm mad. Let me tell y'all why I'm really, 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 really mad. Because I'm not going to lie. Because I really wanted to have sex with him. I'm not going to lie. But after I realized that he was lying to me like this, I was like, oh, I can't have sex with him now, right? That's why I was really mad. So, okay. So we leave them all, right? We're on our way back to his house because what I went to get, he said was at his house. So we had to go back to his house, drive all the way back to his house. Somewhere along the lines, we got separated, right? He realized I wasn't behind him, so he texted me his address. He was in front of me, y'all. From the time he sent me the address to the time I got to the address, it was 20 minutes. Why, when I got there, he was not there? Y'all, I sat there and I love TikTok, y'all. So I'm going to see if I can find the TikTok and I'm going to put it up here because, y'all, that's how I felt. But if I can't find the TikTok, y'all, when God tell you, Arailyus, close the door. It's time to close the door. Because when I tell y'all the anger that was inside of me about him lying to me. I'm not saying this, I'm not bragging, of course I'm not. It's actually a testimony. But people don't call me crazy for no reason. So back in the day, me and my kid's dad, my ex-husband, we got into a fight and I cut him, right? And I had to go to jail. I was pregnant and I was in the Army. There was so much going on. I was facing an assault with a deadly weapon charge, right? Wow. Let me tell y'all why I see this in a different light. I'm sorry. I got to say this. I'm so sorry. I got to say this. In a day and time, now granted, I'm not a black man, but still, I'm African American. In a time, we live in a society where, you know, black people make up one of the lowest number percentages of the population, but we're one of the highest percentages of incarcerations. So the fact that, you know, God blessed me, God covered me, God took care of me, you know, and the charges got dropped, you know, that really is, that's my testimony. And I've been listening to all this old school gospel, and y'all, I really feel like God, ain't no feel, God has been speaking to my spirit, my soul. He's been speaking to me to the point, it's gonna sound crazy, y'all, but the anxiety I feel, it don't feel like anxiety. I wish y'all could have just saw her. The anxiety I feel don't feel like anxiety. It feel like something coming out of me. Like that's I'ma just say that. Cause I'm just saying, it's something about gospel music. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm bad about reading my Bible every day, but I would listen to gospel music all day, every day. And I feel like that's a part of praising God and ministering, because I listen to the words, you know. So even though I'm not physically reading the word every day, it's being instilled in me through music, you know, whatever. But there it goes. It feels so weird. It feels so weird. But yeah, y'all, God is good. But I said all that to say, the anger that I felt towards my ex-husband that night is the anger I felt towards this dude. And that's why I said, Arailyus, fuck that shit. Take your ass home. Because things could get really bad. Things could get really bad. So I just said, Arailyus, just don't even worry about it. You know, take your ass home. Take your L. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if y'all saw my other video, but, you know, this was my little boo. I ain't gonna lie, you know. You know, he was always watching my little Instagram, always sending me little messages and shit. And y'all know the sex was, oh, God. Y'all already know. And that's why I felt so bad, because I felt like God said, Arailyus, let it go. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. And so I listened to God, and I brought my ass home. And I lived to see another day, not locked up behind bars. Oh, Jesus. Y'all. Oh, Jesus. I know I be talking crazy shit. I be talking out my head sometimes, but y'all, God is, oh, Jesus. God is, okay. If you know, you know. Oh, God, my chest. So I titled this BPD versus the toxic nigga. Tell me what you think. What do you think about this kind of story time? I don't know. I have other stories. I can tell other stories. Let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this because I did not say this. I'm so glad I didn't end the video. I'm so sorry. I gotta say this. During the time that we were in the mall, like I told y'all, we sat there for maybe 10 minutes. I think I got sidetracked. I'm so sorry. We sat there for maybe 10 minutes, right? During this time, I voiced to him how I felt. Again, I wasn't loud. I wasn't ghetto. I said to him very calmly, I said, I don't like that I text you and it takes you forever to text me back, you know? And I said to him again, I said, especially when I don't ask you for anything. Sex is consensual. It's for both of us. All I'm asking you for is communication. So we literally just had this conversation. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, I never said anything. And I think that's another reason why it made me even more angry. Come to think of it, that's probably why I was even more angry. That's probably why I was even more angry. But if I'm being honest, like I said, now that I think about what went on, I think he was doing something else. Because there was another guy that came there. So, to be honest, I think I know what was going on. Yeah. But still, that don't excuse his actions. No. That's just what I really think was going on. But what I was gonna say was, because I have BPD, and I don't know if y'all saw this video, but I posted a video and I said the treatment for BPD is attention. So, like I said, I hope I'm not repeating myself. I'm so sorry if I'm repeating myself. But like I said, I think I did. I don't know if I said it in this video or the other video. When I watch it back, I don't know if I said it twice. But yeah, he was giving me my little attention, you know, on Instagram. He was my little boo. Liking, commenting, sending me little hearts and shit. So, yeah, that attention that I was getting from him, I'm not going to get anymore. And you know why? Because I was obedient to God. And I blocked him on my phone and deleted his number. And I blocked him on Instagram. So, whew. Standing on business. All 2024. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, child. All right, I'm going to end this because I don't want to make this too long. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Leave me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Subscribe. Let me know if you like this kind of video. Yeah. Bye, guys.